Ciao everybody, what's up? Alright, we got a pretty good news video today. I am in Hanoi. There's plenty of Sapa content coming and then a bunch of Hanoi content coming. I've edited 10 videos today. Early access is up on Patreon. I've just been really working my ass off this entire trip. The Sapa content I think is some of the best content I've made. We summited Talisman, the largest mountain in Asia, Southeast Asia. Was really awesome. Just had really good content there, so hold steady. This video is going to come out today because it's a news video and it's kind of like breaking good news. But subscribe to the channel to see all kinds of cool stuff. News, traveling Vietnam, exploring Vietnam. Right now we're doing this series exploring northern Vietnam. It's been very fun to shoot. I hope you guys like the content. Yeah, check it out, man. I'm really happy with the way things are going. I'll be live streaming every night in Hanoi. I go back on Thursday. You're gonna see Sapa content for the next week. Then you're gonna see Hanoi content. Shot a lot of Hanoi content as well. Shot astronomical amounts of content in Sapa. So let's quit beating around the bush and let's get to this good news. You guys are gonna be pretty stoked with this one. I think it's a really, really good deal. So let's just talk about it. All right. Let's see here. Ho Chi Minh City relaxes COVID checks on foreign arrivals. Ho Chi Minh Health Department has ruled that people entering through Tan Son Nhat International Airport from overseas no longer have to prove their COVID-19 status. The department Monday ordered the City Center for Disease Control and Prevention to cease screening for negative coronavirus test results among arrivals. This new rule takes effect Monday. A fantastic news. According to the department, before boarding a plane in Vietnam, passengers are already requested by airlines to submit a negative test result prior to departure. Therefore, there is no need to check that certificate once more upon arrival, it said. Tan Son Nhat Airport also categorizes entries into two groups, those that have completed a medical declaration and those that have yet to do so. Passengers with a health declaration QR code will pass straight to the counter for immigration procedures, while those without will have to move into a separate aisle to complete the process. The adjustment in managing entries comes after continuously suffered overloads in recent times. So the airport, this is what I figured was gonna happen. The airport lines have been crazy long, 2, 3, 4 hours to get in because of the ridiculous health declaration thing, and people aren't completing it. And then it pops up in Vietnamese. Now you can change it to English, but usually it took a lady or a guy to help you fill it out, and it took like 15 minutes, so it just delayed everything greatly. The number of passengers passing through the airport from abroad has steadily increased as the country eased COVID restrictions for air travel. Currently, the airport receives around 40 flights from abroad that brings about 4,000 to 5,000 passengers daily. And I can tell you that Hanoi is full of backpackers and tourists. Like, my whole hotel is full of a bunch of tourists. I'll go out and walk around, you'll see tourists everywhere. Sapa had a lot of tourists. So it's happening. It's finally really seeing a lot of people come in. Vietnam reopened to tourism on March 15, allowing quarantine-free entry, and foreign tourists can travel freely without having to book package tour groups. So this is really, 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 really fantastic news, to be honest with you guys. We're moving towards the steps of pretty much just being completely open. This is as close as you can get. I mean, if you're coming from an airline that doesn't require a test, you don't even need to get tested now. So I mean, absolutely fantastic. And a lot of airlines aren't requesting testing. Some are, some aren't. A majority of them are, but I suspect in the near month that they're gonna drop that stuff too. There's no need for any of this anymore. So in short, this is probably the best news we could ask for, and they're moving towards a really steady direction of fully opening. Now, as far as the long-term visas, there's been a lot of talk again in the news about it. So on like VN Express, Tutre, these other websites, they've been really aggressively talking about and writing op-eds that are pretty much saying, hey, bring back those long, visas, because people want to stay here longer than 30 days. Now, yes, 90% of people are only going to need a 30-day e-visa, but there's plenty of people that want to see the old system return. The 1-year visa, tourist visa, and then you can leave and go and redo it again. I don't see anything too wrong with that. Yeah, a lot of people are going to gripe, teachers coming over and sexpats and all this stuff. It is what it is, man. They spend money, they get a decent apartment, and they bolster the economy. So I don't see any problem with it. I'm not one of those people that's all against it, keep the bad man out. you know, it is what it is. It would be keen and wise of Vietnam to offer some kind of nomad retirement visas, but who knows, you know. Things are moving aggressively towards what we really want to see. Easy, super easy travel to get back into Vietnam. So this is really a step in the right direction. The next thing I want to talk about is the mask mandate. Everybody's crying on VN Express on the mask mandate while they're not even here. They don't really know how it is. I don't really wear a mask when I go out. The only time I put a mask on is when I'm in a taxi, a grab bike, or I walk into a restaurant initially. That's really the only time I wear a mask, and nobody really gives me any shit about it. So, I mean, it's pretty lax. Any tourist you see out here is wearing no mask. Like 90% are not masking up. So don't worry about the mask mandate. You don't have to wear the diaper on your face all the time. Like almost no one I see in Hanoi that's a traveler is wearing a mask. So like that is not a concern that you should be having. Now the app to do the health declaration, I'm gonna put in the link of the description of this video. You're gonna wanna fill that out so you don't have to do any extra queuing at the airport when you get here. You can just go straight to immigration and get through. The immigration line is far shorter than the new line they're gonna make to where you have to fill out that app thing. Like I said, they usually only have one person filling out all these apps because they're kind of still understaffed. A lot of things are still understaffed. Like this hotel has got like 2 or 3 people working at it because they're trying to recoup their loss. So it's like nuts and bolts. Like the guy here that owns this place is the guy who checked me in, and they bought this hotel 3 months before COVID. So like they've got the AC off primarily during the day in the whole place, which is smart. I mean, it costs a lot of money to run the AC in a whole hotel. Now I told him, I go, you got a lot of people checking in today. Let me give you like a pro tip from me. Turn that aircon on and then turn it off at like 10 p.m. And guess what? The guy was super smart. He went and turned the aircon on. And a lot of like expats were arriving. They were sweating balls from walking around outside because it's hot and humid here right now. And they were happy to walk into air-conned hotel. So I think that this is really, really, really great news. I mean, we're stepping in the absolutely right direction for Vietnam being a pivotal point to come to in Southeast Asia without really many roadblocks at all. All they need to do is get on this long-term visa, and man, they're going to be looking like the best place to come in Southeast Asia. I've talked to some of the expat travelers that I've seen. They all seem pretty happy with it. I met quite a few people in Sapa. I even met a subscriber going up to the Talisman mountain. Everybody seems pretty stoked with how it's going over here, you know. Don't be afraid to book a trip. Don't worry that there's a bunch of rules. They pretty much knocked them all out now. All you got to do is a health declaration, and it takes 5 minutes of your time, and you can do it ahead of time. Then you're going to have a QR code at the end of that. You'll take a screenshot, and they'll just copy that. They'll scan that QR code when you're in the airport. So they've given you a route and made it extremely easy to get this stuff done. I'm super hyped to see stuff return to normal. As you saw on the live stream yesterday, even the beer street here on a Monday night had plenty of tourists on it and a lot of people there. So I mean, this makes me happy because Vietnam's an amazing place to travel. And yes, a lot of people do like to travel past 30 days here. People want to do 90 days, 6 months, a year. You know, not everybody has a job where they're working full time and they've only got like, 2 weeks off out of the year. So really, really, really step in the right direction, in my opinion. And that's it. I'm keeping it short and sweet and to the point. I bring you information as it comes. I provide you with cool places to go in Vietnam and around the world. We're going to be going to South Korea soon, so if you do like my little travel channel, it would greatly be appreciated if you share it on the socials and you subscribe to the channel. That's the best thing you can do to help me. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome. See you on the next one. Stay frosty. Peace out.